My name is Trudie Young and I'm the Director of Education and Training for the Welsh Wound Innovation Centre, and I'm a trustee of the Lindsay Leg Club Foundation. And I want to talk to you about Lindsay Leg Clubs, which is something that's very, very close to my own heart. Here you can see is Ellie Lindsay, and it is because of Ellie that the Leg Club started, and here she's receiving her honour from the Queen. The Lindsay Leg Club model started in 1995, and as you can see, it's a unique partnership between three different groups here. And this is unique to the Lindsay Leg Club. The care is given in a social environment, so it's not in a medical setting, it's not in a hospital, it's in a social environment, such as a community centre. In Wales, we have them in our rugby clubs. In the social environment, people are given collective treatment. So they all get their legs seen together in the same room. So they're not in a room on their own. However, should someone request privacy, that will always be granted, and we have areas to deal with that. There's no appointments, people drop in when they can. And we also have a well leg programme, which I'll talk about a bit later on. Here you can see at Worcester Leg Club, you can see the communal care delivery. In the background, the people are having their legs done, and in the foreground, they're having a cup of tea and a chat. And this is what leg clubs are all about. So what's the aim of the Lindsay Leg Clubs? Well, I'll just let you read that yourselves there. I think the second bullet point is really important because we do know from the research that it impacts positively on healing. We have lower recurrence rates in the leg clubs, and it really helps socially isolated individuals, and that's so important. Here you can see in the Bradford-on-Avon Leg Club that the minute you walk through a door, you're met by your members who are volunteers. Quite often they have colleagues that have had leg ulcers, they may have had them themselves, but you're always met with a smile, a welcome, a cup of tea, and more often than not, a homemade cake. So the vision of the leg clubs here, you can see, and this is to spread the leg clubs throughout the UK, because we believe that everyone in every area should have access to leg clubs. We want to be the leading source of information for the general public, the go-to place to find out about their leg clubs. We have very high standards in our leg clubs, and we do implement best practice for the prevention and management of leg ulcers. And also we have an excellent data collection that I'll talk about later, so we can report and measure clinical and economic outcomes. So Ellie visits every leg club once a year, every year, although unfortunately during the pandemic that has had to put a stop to it. But she's not just someone in the background, she's someone who's there talking to the members, talking to the nurses and supporting the leg clubs constantly. In the UK, we have got 43 leg clubs. This map is slightly old now because we have more leg clubs there, but you can see they're scattered throughout the UK, and I'm very pleased to say we have got a large amount of leg clubs in Wales, very important to me and to the Welsh Wound Innovation Centre. We've got one in Germany, in Munich, but from small things, big things can grow, so fingers crossed, you never know. And we now have got 5 in Australia. So again, some of the very early research on the success and healing rates in leg clubs was done in Australia, and those publications are available on the leg club sites. As you can see, leg clubs are part of the local community. And here, these are people who have won awards for their leg club work. And you can see they're there with Ellie, the nurses, the volunteers won the awards. And there we've got the mayor of the community supporting the leg clubs. So it very much has got a community feel to it. Individual Lindsay Leg Clubs, we can set them up wherever. We've got handbooks on how clubs can be established, and we've got policies, procedures and standards. And these are important to us because with the leg club taking place in a non-medical setting, we need to make sure especially our infection control procedures are absolutely bang on. And we are audited once a year to make sure we are meeting our standards in relation to infection control. We will help you to set up a leg club, and we've also got information on how you do it and what steps you go through to get a leg club established. What you do need is its committee, and the committee normally has a treasurer, a chair, a secretary. Members will be members of the committee, and also some of the nurses who work in them. And the committee meet on a regular basis, and they manage each leg club. I said to you we collect data, and the leg clubs all send to a central point information on their healing rates, recurrence rates, and from this we can work out the cost effectiveness of the Lindsay Leg Clubs. I said to you have a well leg programme, and this is really important because once someone is healed, they're not off the leg club books, and they keep coming to the leg clubs, and they come for many, many years because that now has become part of their social network. So people keep on our well leg programme for a long period of time, which is great because it really helps us to reduce our recurrence rates. We've done satisfaction polls of the members of the leg clubs, and as you can imagine, they're very high. We do different activities, and here you can see at Bradford upon Avon we have a crafts section. So again, we have different activities for people when they're there. Some places have exercise classes, some places have bingo, some leg clubs go out on trips. It's a very, very social setting. We do fundraising, and here's a Thetford fundraising raffle table. I have to say quite often the raffle reflects the age sometimes of the members, and they are more things that I think perhaps sometimes an older person would perhaps like to win than a younger person. But you don't know, everybody's got their own tastes. I quite like the look of the pig on the end. What else does the Lindsay Leg Club have? Well, we have a learning zone, so we've got e-learning for the nurses. We provide information for the general public and patient education leaflets. We have industry partners, and these are members of the wound care industry, dressings and bed manufacturers who partner with the leg clubs to do specific projects to enhance the leg clubs, enhance the care we give, and enhance the information, things and resources that are available. So that's a really good partnership there where industry is supporting clinical practice. We have associations with lots of people, and as I mentioned, the Welsh Wound Innovation Centre, where I work, is very proud to be associated with the leg clubs. Recently, the leg clubs have partnershiped with the Surgical Dressings Manufacturers Association, which is another positive combination of the two groups. We have an annual conference in September in Worcester, but again, unfortunately, this year it has been cancelled due to the pandemic. We conduct research in our leg clubs, and we have a research governance committee, and we do both clinical research and academic research. We also have the Leg Club Foundation, which I'm a trustee, and we give strategic advice to the leg clubs, and we're a charity. So in conclusion, I think the Lindsay Leg Club model of care is the way forward. There are many myths about the leg club, saying that you have to pay to have a leg club and things like that. Well, it's totally ridiculous. And I have to say, the most stimulating thing I have ever done is go to a leg club because they warm your heart. And I am very proud to be involved. And if you want to know more, have a look at our video, which is 4 minutes, which you can get to from the link below. Thank you very much for listening.